Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to give you a brief introduction about electronic structure of atom. Actually, it's a little bit complicated definition, but I'll try to simplify it. So, firstly, I want to introduce the basic structure of this definition. So, I want to know, what do you know about the structure of atom? Can anyone tell us?
There are three elements, proton, neutron, electron.
Electron, yeah, that's it. So I'll draw a picture from you. This is the proton. This is the sphere. Actually, it's a sphere of atom. And the electron is in the surrounding space of proton. And that's the basic. So based on this picture, we can see that the most part of mass is concentrated on this positively charged sphere, like this one, and the negatively charged electrons is in the surrounding part. So these two parts neutralize with each other and make the whole atom neutral, right?
Mm-hmm.
So some people say that the model of atom can be a miniature solar system. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So can anyone tell us the basic information about solar system? Just the basic information. Anyone?
The sun is in the middle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So this positively charged the proton can be compared to the sun, and there are also some other planets move in their own orbitals in the solar system, right? So it's just like the electron. So this one is the basic structure of atom, and let's come to the second one is in the second part, we are going to talk about the development those chemical scientists doing research on the distribution of electrons, because we have figured out that it's the proton lies in the center part of atom, but we don't have idea about the distribution of electron. And I said right now that in the solar system, other planets move in a specific orbital. But what about the electrons? Does they also move in a specific orbital like in the solar system? And so that's mainly the development we're going to talk about. And there, we know that I want to have an introduction about a scientist. Yeah. Sorry. I believe some of you may have heard about this name. Thomson is an English scientist, and he found the existence of electron in 1897, and in 1904, he pointed out a model which could explain the distribution of electron in the surrounding space of atom. Let's cut it. It's plot pudding model. Can someone imagine this? It's a pudding and some flan in the, well, according to this model, he proposed that the distribution of electrons will be distributed evenly in the surrounding space. It's just like the plums distributed in the pudding. He said that the distribution of electrons is evenly, and in this, every electron has its specific position in the surrounding space, just like that. So at first, people had no idea about if this model is right, because at that time, people actually had no idea about what exactly the model is right or not. So there are another experiment which by I forgot that year. In 1911, Rutherford. You know that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he is also an English scientist, chemical scientist. So he proposed another experiment to test if this model is right. So this is give you another. This experiment can be mentioned like this. Guilfoyle experiment. So let's make an exception about this. This is a Guilfoyle. And he used a Guilfoyle to spread out a bunch of alpha particles. If you don't know alpha particles, don't bother. It's just a particles moving in this experiment, moving forward so quickly. So he used this Guilfoyle to spread out a bunch of alpha particles to collide with atom. To collide with atom. Actually, according to the plot pudding model we mentioned above, so can anyone give us an assumption what would be the probable result of this alpha particle, its direction or its position for moving forward? Anyone give us an
Okay.
assumption?
If that model is true,
Uh-huh.
the alpha should bounce back. But in fact, it's go through most of them can go through that.
Yeah, actually you have already told us the result of this experiment. So if this model is true, yeah, it will be reflected and will turn back because it is quite a large sphere and this particle is quite small, right? But the unexpected result is that most of the particles continue their directions moving forward and only a small portion of the particles deflected. Yeah. So the experiment not only proved the existence of electrons, but also let the plum pudding model fall down. And Rutherford therefore set up his own model. We're going to, according to this, we can mention his own model.
Mhm.